Hello, welcome back to Tales of Wild. In this episode of Folktales from Europe, we take you to Russia to tell you the story of the fisherman and the goldfish. But here's a question to think about. What happens when someone is given a wonderful gift and still keeps asking for more? All right, let's begin. Beside a wide blue sea, there lived an old fisherman and his wife. They were very poor and lived in a small, worn hut with almost nothing inside. Every day, the fisherman went to the shore to cast his net into the sea. One morning, the fisherman cast his net once. He pulled it back and found only mud and weeds. He tried a second time and caught only seagrass. So he sighed and cast his net one last time. This time, something flashed in the net like sunlight on water. Inside was a little golden fish. Its scales shimmered like treasure, and its bright eyes looked at him kindly. Then, to his surprise, the fish began to speak.
Good fisherman, please let me go, and I will grant whatever you wish.
But the fisherman was kind.
I want nothing. Go back to the sea in peace.
And he gently released the golden fish into the waves. When the fisherman returned home, he told his wife everything.
And what did you ask for?
Nothing.
Nothing, you foolish old man. Go back and ask for a new wash basin.
So the fisherman returned to the sea and called for the golden fish. The fish rose from the water.
My wife asks for a new wash basin.
Go home. It shall be done.
At home, a fine new wash basin was waiting. But the old woman was not pleased.
This is not enough. Go back and ask for a new house.
Again, the fisherman went to the sea. Again, the fish listened. And when he returned home, the old broken hut was gone. In its place stood a strong and beautiful new house. But still, his wife wanted more. Now dressed in finer clothes, the old woman said,
I do not want to be poor anymore. Go back and tell the fish I want to be a noble lady.
So once more, the fisherman went to the sea. When he came home again, his wife was living in a grand home, surrounded by servants and dressed in rich robes. But pride had grown in her heart, and soon even this was not enough.
Go back again. I want to be a queen.
The fisherman tried to reason with her, but she would not listen. So he returned to the sea, which was now darker and far more restless. The fish granted the wish. And when the fisherman came back, a great palace stood before him. Inside, his wife sat on a high throne, dressed as a queen. But even being queen was not enough for her.
Go back to the fish. I want to rule the sea itself, and I want the golden fish to serve me.
The fisherman was filled with sorrow. Still, he walked once more to the shore. Now the sea was wild and dark. The wind howled. The waves crashed. The fisherman called for the golden fish. At last it appeared.
My wife wants to rule the sea. She wants you to serve her.
The fish said nothing. It turned and disappeared beneath the waves. The fisherman returned home. But the palace was gone. The throne was gone. The servants were gone. The riches were gone. And there, in the same old place as before, stood the little broken hut. Beside it sat the old woman, and next to her was the old cracked wash basin. And so the story reminds us, when we are never thankful, Nothing ever feels like enough. Greed can make us lose even the good things we already have. But gratitude helps us see how rich we truly are. And tell me in the comments, what would you have asked the golden fish for? Thank you for watching this episode of Folk Tales from Europe. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Tales of Wild.